See that right there? Have you ever wondered if Uber's $10 active hour bonuses at the airport are costing you money? Well, tonight, guys, I'm going to break it down and I'm going to explain why they might sound good, but really could be mean that you're missing out on some higher bonuses. So stay tuned. I'm going to explain my theory on these active hour bonuses. So if you would like and subscribe, we can get into this episode, guys. Thank you. So have you guys ever wondered about these new active hour bonuses, especially at the airport? Now, if you look right here, you're gonna see it shows from like 10 to 11 and it's like 12 to 1. It's got all these prime times at the airport. Now, Jacksonville Airport, this is what this episode on. I'm not sure what yours is. You can leave a comment below. Let me know what they're trying to offer at your airport. I'm pretty sure it's probably similar. Next time I'm in Orlando or something, maybe it'll pop up. I'll see how it is. They don't usually do some bonuses just because they know I'm not from that area, but they will pop up, you know, sports teams and stuff. But go ahead and say, guys, is with these bonuses, these are something new. Now, have you ever seen it and you're like, wow, $10 bonus, let me click for that, that's great. But have you ever sat there and broke it down and really thought about it? Well, that's what I'm going to do for you, just like I've done with everything else. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to explain how it works, all the different theories about it, and then I'm going to explain to you what I think about it. And maybe by the end of this video, you'll see, kind of understand a little bit more about it, and maybe you'll think differently about it, maybe you won't. But I'm going to explain to you what I really think about this. So like and subscribe. We're going to see what it's like. But to get kind of into this episode, guys, this bonus right here is a $10 active hour bonus, and it only applies at the airport. Now, what is an active hour bonus? Active hour bonus means you have to be active with a ride during that hour. But how many rides is it? Well, usually it's probably like 2 or 3 rides, I believe. Might be 2, might be 3, but I'm pretty sure it's probably like 2. Definitely not 1. So what does that mean at the airport? So you see that $10, you're thinking, wow, that's 10 bucks. I'm gonna take that. That's like a $10 surge. But what you're not thinking about is active hour. Have you ever done an active hour bonus in the other areas? Normally in Jacksonville, there's a little area over there from the beaches, Atlantic Boulevard, all the way to like the north side of Jacksonville. It's like this big, huge thing. Probably got a picture right here. I don't know if I got one or not, but if not, I'll probably pull one up off Reddit. But just so you know, is you got certain zones it would do at certain times, and I used to sign up for them. Oh yeah, but it would be like $4, $5, some, you know, nothing crazy, but I'd always hit them just because I figured, why not, right? I'll take that little extra bonus. Now in those areas, you know, you can actually do multiple rides in that area, so it's not that hard to get that active hour bonus. You could do a couple short trips, but that extra active hour bonus wasn't a whole lot of money. Yes, I'm doing a few short trips, but does it really add up? Does it really make a difference? What about the surges? What about those little tips and tricks I teach you? You ever notice maybe during those active hours, there's not really a surge? Or is it just because you're signed up for that you're not getting that surge? Because you do know there might be a surge on my app, but there might not be a surge on your app. And why is that? Well, maybe I'm not signed up for it, but you are. So they're giving you that active hour bonus, but I'm getting a better bonus because I'm not signed up for it. So what it is you have to sign up for it in advance. And they gonna keep hitting, hey, sign up for this active hour bonus. Usually when Uber's pushing you to do something, there's definitely a hidden agenda behind it. But they make it so attractive that you don't really think about it and you just take it. But sometimes you gotta remember, I've told you before, I've proved it before, sometimes, or most of the time, I'm gonna go with more most of the time, anything Uber's trying to offer you is pretty much smoke and mirrors. There is a real hidden agenda behind it, and it's definitely in their advantage, it's definitely not going to be in your advantage. Because if they wanted to be in your advantage, they'd give you a way good quest, they'd give you way better bonuses, they do whatever they can. Now, I'm not going to say they don't sometimes go out of their way to get you to do something. They give you, if you haven't been doing much with Uber, they're going to give you some crazy quest one week just to give you a bunch of money, so you're like, oh great, I love Uber, and then bam, what happens? They reel you back in, and then it's back to nothing, and then now you're slaving away again. You're doing what they want you to do. So that's why I try to explain to you is, just because that active hour bonus, you look at that $10, you're gonna have to do at least 2 rides, so you're only getting $5. But really, is that $5 more, or are they just lowering that price to make it seem like it's $5? You got to think about it like that. They're very sneaky when it comes to price manipulation. They control all that. They can do all that. So I would explain a little bit more. We're going to see what it is, why it is, and see if I can't show you guys some proof. So basically, when you sign up for this, you're locking in to a capped bonus. That means no matter how high demand gets, you're only getting that active hour bonus. So you're gonna get $10, but there could be all these delays at Jacksonville Airport. There could be something going on where all these drivers don't feel like working tonight, or they got reservations, whatever, and there's like a $30 surge, but you're capped out. You're not gonna get that surge. You're not gonna get hardly anything because you're capped out with that little bit of bonus. So you could be leaving money on the table that could really make a difference just for something that you're thinking, man, that looks good, but it really isn't. So that's the thing you really got to think about. So now these time slots that Uber does, these active hours, what times are they? Do you work those hours? I definitely have. And trust me, those surges, even those reservations, are a lot more money at that time at night. Why? Because that time of the night, you're going to get more chances of delays, because these airports are coming from Charlotte, they're coming from Atlanta, they're coming from Dallas, they're coming from all these areas. Well, you don't know what the weather's like over there. So there's going to be delays. Most planes are either early or they're delayed. They're never on time. Never. Like, very rarely is it on time. It's early, it's delayed, one or the other, right? So you're going to have, late at night, you're going to have a lot of delays. Well, those delays start to stack up. What happens? Well, you got people that made reservations that haven't seen my videos that cancel those reservations because they're like, oh, I'm going to miss my reservation, so I got to cancel it. So now they have to get another ride. So now that just boosts more rides. So now you got more planes landing. Maybe their family was coming to get them, their wife, their girlfriend, their friend, whatever, their mom, whoever, right? But now it's so late, they're like, I gotta work in the morning, I can't come get you. Just get an Uber, it'd be cheaper. Is it really gonna be cheaper? Probably not. Why? Because it's late at night. All those things stack up. So now, like I always tell people, book that reservation a day in advance. Why is that? Because if there's delays like that, if you book a reservation late in advance like that, Uber knows those delays, that price is going up. What is a surge? Well, that surge is when everybody gets off that plane, they're all they pop that up and trying to order a ride, and now that price just goes up. Uber's like, oh, all these people want to ride? Oh, we're gonna charge more money. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was 20, now it's 50, now it's 70. Oh, sorry guys, $30 surge. Now you got a surge in that rider app, man. You got a surge in the driver app because now they got all these rides. They're charging them more money, but these people are stuck. They're at the airport. They ain't got no much of a choice. They got Lyft, they got Z-Trip, and they got Uber. So what else they got to do? Their people ain't coming to get them. They can't get a rental car. They can't do nothing. They're stuck. It's late at night, right? You have very limited choices. So that price goes up. They ain't got no choice. Now Uber's gonna throw out a surge trying to draw people in there. Now you're locked in there. You got that active hours, so you're trying to get there because you're thinking, I got $5. When the next guy's driving up there, he got $25 surge, $30 surge. Now Uber might, if they really need you, throw like a couple dollars surge, but you're not going to get that same surge as that person that does not have does not sign up for it. Why? Because they're not locked in at that $5. So Uber might throw you like $1 something just to kind of draw you up there, that little blue, the little purple, little light surge. But the next person next to you, he got it all red, it's like 30-40 bucks. But then if all you guys are signed up for it, Uber's gonna just do that little surge. But then when I come driving up there, it's $25, it's 20 bucks. Why? Because I didn't sign up for it. I knew better. I knew something was telling me. Now, I fell for it before, but then I started to really look at it. And why? Because I started breaking down all this stuff for you guys. I started to see stuff a lot differently too, because I've been doing research. Before, I wasn't really doing my research. I was just doing everything. Now I've been doing my research, trying to show you guys stuff. And now it's got me thinking about anything I see. What is that? And that's what it is. That's a trick to get you to go to the airport late at night to ensure those rides, because a lot of you guys don't want to drive that late at night, because you might have a ride, it's going to be delayed. It could be 12:30, 1 o'clock. You got to drive all the way to the south side of Jacksonville, whatever. Well, you don't want to drive. You live over here on the west side or the north side, and now you got to drive 30 minutes past your house and then come back. You don't feel like doing it. You know, I don't mind driving wherever. Now, I've driven late at night. I've driven, you know, I live on a far end down there, so it don't really matter if I go. But I've driven to Brunswick, come back, so it don't matter if I'm getting paid. I just go home late. It don't matter. I don't care. It's a good bonus. But I'm trying to explain to you guys is that bonus is obviously there's something more to it. So by signing up, you're not going to be really eligible for a high surge. Now, I'm not saying just because you sign up, there might not be that $1 or $2 surge, but you're not going to get no $20, $10, $30 surge. I used to work them late night shifts all the time. I used to see that surge 30 bucks, 20 bucks, $15. It was guaranteed it was going to happen. Now, sometimes I'd have a reservation, but I would see it on somebody else's. But I just, you know, if I had a really good reservation, it paid a lot higher. I already knew where I was going. I was fine with that at that time, but also too at that time I didn't really know much better because I was diamond. Oh, I was diamond. Great. Diamond don't do nothing. We've already seen that. If you don't seen that episode, I say go ahead and watch some of those other episodes I got so you kind of understand where I'm going at with this. So the other night when I did that $10 active hour, I was gonna actually go to the airport on Friday or Saturday night, but some things happen sometimes. I couldn't make it back up there. So to try to prove the point about his surges, I couldn't do that. But to even go to show too is, even if I'd have been there, doesn't always mean they would have actually had a surge, because that comes on supply and demand. But the whole main thing of this video is the fact that if you sign up for these active hours, you're gonna have to at least do 2 trips to get part of it, and that can decrease your surge. Because if you notice it, I'm gonna show you right here, Monday they have another one. Mondays is usually a busy day because you got a lot of business travel. So like Fridays, Sundays, Mondays, Saturday they had it. I don't know why. Maybe there was something going on, because Saturdays to me don't seem that busy, but maybe late at night because a lot of people are out doing other stuff. But I know Fridays and Mondays are, and if you notice the pattern, they're starting to do these things on Fridays and Monday nights, late at night. Now they're trying to make sure they got people to come there, but that $10 active hour or $12 on a Monday night goes to show it's gonna be busier, and they're trying to avoid paying surges. So that's why you have to be careful with that. Do I say don't sign up for it? I wouldn't, because I guarantee I get more money if I don't sign up for it than if I did sign up for it. I'd rather take the chance, because that extra $5, all they have to do is lower the price, add that on there, and make it look better than what it would have been if I would have not signed up for it and gone there anyways. So that's something you have to think about with that for it, guys. And just go to show, those active hours is just like any type of bonus that Uber does. If it looks too good to be true, or if it looks good, most of the time it's not, or there's something else behind it that makes it seem like it's good when really it's not. Because they're very good at manipulating. Why? Because they can lower prices to add in a bonus to make it look like you got it, or to give it to you, but really they're just giving you the same price if you didn't have that bonus. So you always got to watch that stuff. That's why I bring these videos out. That's why I try to show you guys this stuff, because a lot of people don't think about it, or even when it's broken down, when you actually look at it, you can actually see what I'm talking talking about, and it makes sense. I mean, it does. There's no way around it. It makes sense, but you have to have the time to break it down for you. Sometimes you guys don't have the time to break it down. So what do? I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to post it on YouTube, TikTok, all that, and I'm going to let you guys look at it when you have a chance. And then you can go back and you can fact check it, double check it for yourself, try it out. Worst thing you got to do is you're just in the same spot. It can't hurt. But that's why I made this video. I didn't make up there to show you all that, but that's why I still come here to show you guys, look, it doesn't always mean that that's going to be, it's going to give you that extra surge, but the surge is based on supply and demand, so it could get super busy. But if you're locked into that, if they even do give you a surge, it's not going to be much, because a lot of times at night when I was on that, when I accepted one of those, I never see a surge or a $1.50 surge. When in the past I would see $10, $15 surge late at night trying to get people to go there, because you have so many people. Because you got to think, with the Jacksonville airport, they had lost part of their parking. More people have to Uber, Lyft, or take a taxi to the airport and from the airport back to their house than what they did before. So they obviously know supply and demand. That means there's an increase in rides being offered, there's an increase of people trying to get rides to go to the airport, or to go home from the airport. So that should go to show you guys that the reason why they're adding all this stuff, there's always a reason behind it. That's why I do these videos. I just want you guys to see it. I want to break it down for you just so you can see if it makes sense and if it doesn't make sense. And to me, honestly, it doesn't make sense. There's something behind it. I'm not going to sign up for it. I guarantee you I'll still get the same price as you get, if not more. So if you guys like it, subscribe. It helps. If you want to sign up for the Gridwise app, that helps too. The GoFundMe's still in there if you want to do it for the trip. If you don't, I ain't worried about it. I'm still going to do it regardless. But I do want to thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it, and see you guys next week.